What is going on, everyone? Welcome to my first ever Test Drive Unlimited video. As you hopefully know, Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown was teased in July 2020, and I wanted to discuss the reasons why I'm looking forward to this and why you should be excited for it. Background gameplay is my first time starting up Test Drive Unlimited 2 on my Xbox 360 and showing the main things that stood out to me in the first 30 minutes of gameplay. To be honest, I never played test drive games in the past, but after seeing that Solar Crown trailer, it got me intrigued. So first thing I want to ask is, if you have played any of the test drive games in the past, let me know in the comment section. And I just want to say, I don't mind this break from new games releasing because it's actually so much fun to go back and play some of the old greats like Midnight Club LA, we have test drive games, the older Forza Motorsports and older Forza Horizons. Hopefully you all appreciate this too, because usually there's just new games dropping pretty much every single year, but with the new generation of consoles coming out, with COVID, it's created a very unique situation. But I'm not gonna lie, it was actually pretty difficult finding a copy of Test Drive Unlimited 2. It has been 9 years since it released in 2011. The original Test Drive Unlimited came out in 2006, so there was a 5-year gap there. We might be seeing a 10 or 11-year gap until we see Solar Crown. But it really did not take much playtime in Test Drive Unlimited 2 for Solar Crown to make perfect sense and also to pique my interest. First few minutes I already see retractable convertible tops, turn signals, the ability to roll down your windows, all of which are not options in the 2018 Forza Horizon 4. When you drive, you see the car's mileage at the bottom right, which is cool. It's the little things that can make a game that much better and that much more connective. Then you immediately learn about the Solar Crown Racing Tournament.
You know, on second thought, I have a better idea. You fancy yourself a racer? Why don't you drive me to the San Antonio Club? You get me there in time, and I'll get you a spot in the biggest racing competition in history. The Solar Crown. Sound like a fair trade? Get in the car. Let's see what you're worth. Take me to the club. Solar Crown awaits us. Welcome to the first season of Solar Crown. The world's greatest drivers will be battling it out before you. We've got classic cars, SUVs, and asphalt cars, driven by the world's most daring drivers. Our cameras won't leave them alone for a moment. And you'll find me down on the track. I'm going to knock 'em dead. Unfortunately, John Evans won't be taking part, but here's a new challenger.
Hi, everyone.
Who will win the crown for Best Driver? Tune into Solar Crown to find out.
That right there makes it cool that they call the new game this, because that's how they opened up Test Drive Unlimited 2. It's the first thing you heard. And also they did mention in the Nacon livestream that they are keeping the game's old DNA, but just trying to modernize it. You'll also notice you can walk around, which is in the Crew 2, but it's not in Need for Speed or Forza. I know a lot of people love that from Grand Theft Auto. It's something that I never really cared for, but it's definitely a cool extra little feature. I also like the way they break down the car specs. They show you a list of everything you need to know about the car you're about to buy. There's house and player customization, which personally are two things I don't necessarily care for, but I know a lot of other people do. I'm pretty sure I saw cops on the map, which is something that's not in Forza. Obviously, it's huge in Need for Speed. But speaking of the map, it is huge, and it's also based off a real location. Now, the downsides of Test Drive Unlimited 2, there wasn't much actual customization. There's interior and exterior color options. You can obviously put on liveries. Sometimes there's different wheel options. Not deep at all. Nothing compared to the 2008 Midnight Club Los Angeles, which we've been streaming every single Monday. Also, driving the cars doesn't feel too great. Again, I'd say I even prefer Midnight Club Los Angeles, which released in 2008 over this. But the good thing is they said they're using a new engine, which 9 or 10 years later, you would imagine they're definitely going to be upgrading the engine for the game. Apparently, it's going to be based off the WRC series, which I've never played, so I can't give an opinion about that. Unfortunately, there's no new Forza Need for Speed or The Crew coming out. This would be a great time for Solar Crown to release, because then they wouldn't be competing directly with those games, which might end up releasing games around the same time. But they made it very clear it's early in development. The thing is though, they said they're taking their time with the game, and listening to our feedback. If this is actually the case, this could be great. I feel like the main things for me, just after playing a little bit of Test Drive Unlimited and doing a lot of research, just kind of learning about the games, they gotta add more cars, especially more daily driver type cars. I think these older games only had about 100 total, whereas you see Forza now with over 700. Deeper customization would be amazing. I probably never played Test Drive in the past because it didn't have customization. To me, that's one of the most important things for a racing video game or a car video game, is being able to make your car exactly what you want it to be. I'd love to see wheels, tints, bumpers, lights, body kits, etc., all that stuff. But the biggest thing, make sure the gameplay feels great. The way the car handling model feels is the most important thing in my opinion. But overall, even 9 years ago, Test Drive was pretty deep. I love free roaming, there's plenty of that. And honestly, I think we're gonna have to start doing some Test Drive Tuesday live streams moving forward to get some first-hand experience with these older games and get to know them a little bit better, learn more about them. So pew 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 that like button if you'd be excited to see that, and also comment any other thoughts and opinions you have. Let me know if you're looking forward to Solar Crown and any feedback you may have for them. They want to hear from the community, and that's my goal here too. Let's get some of our thoughts and opinions out there. Who knows, they might see it. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and of course, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. I'm out, guys. Peace!